All right, let's crush another Mtel question. This one says, use the diagram below to answer the question that follows. We've got a triangle sitting between two lines. Not a ton of markings all over the picture, but a few different points labeled. And then it says, which of the following assumptions can be made about the figure shown? So the first one says point A is on DC, and that hat on DC means the line DC. So that's the line containing the points D and C. We can see D and C are labeled on the line. Right here and right here. So the line DC would be this line on the bottom, and then it looks like a point A is labeled on that line. So A is looking pretty good so far. Let's take a look at the rest of the answers to see if any of them might be contenders as well. So B says line AC is congruent to line BC. So that's this and this are congruent. There aren't any markings on the picture. If those little lines were given by the picture, that would be true, but they're not. So I don't think we can make that assumption given what we're told in the picture. So I'm going to say B is not necessarily true. It could be true, but we don't know that it's true. It's also saying angle ADB is a right angle. So that would be, so from A to D to B, the middle letter is always the letter where the angle is. So this angle is at D because it's ADB and D is in the middle. So that would be assuming that that is a right angle. There's nothing in the picture that's telling us anything about that angle. It does look like a right angle. It could be a right angle, but they're not telling us anything that could lead us to that assumption, so we can't make that assumption. So I think C is not working either. Remove that right angle. And then it says line BE is parallel, that's what that little symbol means, to line DC. So again, line DC is the line on the bottom because it's the line containing the points D and C. And then the top line, BE, is this line containing the points B and E. So those two lines look parallel, but again, there's nothing telling us that they're parallel. If we were looking to see something, if something was parallel, we would have something that looks like this, these little V's on the line. That would be a symbol that would represent that they're parallel, but we don't have those in the middle of the line. So we can't make that assumption either. So given all the information that we have, A is the only one that is definitely true. So our answer is A.